So, which particular country will receive my points? More specifically, which one will receive my 12 points? Let's find out together. Roll titles. Good morning, afternoon, or even everybody. I am Jamie Jew, and welcome back to a brand new video where it is the fourth and final part of my top 40 list for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. And yeah, this is it now, folks. This is where the points are decided. This is, of course, my top 10 for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. My personal top 10, so if you don't like it, then, well, tough tits. But if you do like it, then I hope you give this video a nice little thumbs up. That would be very nice. Give it a good like on the video, yeah. But which ones will they be? Well, before we all find out, as you will all find out, I would very much like to encourage you to subscribe to my Eurovision YouTube channel, because I'll be making more Eurovision juicy goodness all the way up to the main event. I keep saying that every single video, but it's, you know, I have to say it because it's part of my little thing, little rituals, if you know what I'm saying. But there you go. So yeah, it'd be fantastic for your support in all of this Eurovision malarkey, and I would do love to get to know you guys better. Thank you ever so much for the support. You're the best. So without any further ado, let's now dive into my top 10. Starting off at number 10 with 1 point. It is Poland. The fact that you've got like a mixture of a ballad with a very nice boppy beat to go with it, a nice little sort of, I've forgotten what the style of the song is called, but nevertheless, the good combination of the two of them and his fantastic vocals, Ochman's fantastic vocals in it. Honestly, this has brought Poland back from the brink. Like, this is a definite qualifier. This will, I think, do really well, and it is just squidged into my top 10. So for you, Poland, it's 1 point. La Polonia, à point. In 9th place, because I'm a little bit of a sucker for this, and you saw my little video, and if you saw my little video over there in the annotations, I do love this kind of music, even though I do fear the worst about it. It might not even qualify, but I love it. And I love it enough for it to be my 2 points, which is Moldova. As I said in my original video, this is almost sort of like Grace 2013 vibes. The only difference being is that this one's a sort of continuous rather than sort of paused in between or anything else that all goes quiet. It's consistent throughout that, aside from maybe the verse where they start singing, but otherwise I have remembered the words of the chorus. Oh, let's go, folklore and rock and roll, like a treno, Jutta, Chisinau, Bucharest. I hope I got that right. Yeah, I'm a bit of a sucker, but I do feel there are better ones than that, and it's not the best kind of one of those sort of genre styles. But nevertheless, it is Moldova 2 points, Moldavie 2 points. And in my 8th place, it is the old stripper of San Marino. This receives my 2 points because it is a rock song and a very good one at that. Even though it is very simple in nature, like it's the same chords practically throughout the entire song, even during the chorus part, even the verse parts. I don't know, but there's just something so quintessentially very brilliantly rocky about it. And you've also got the combination of Italian and English speaking parts in the verses, and the singer himself, oh, he's a character. Which is strange considering, like, the two other rock songs, well, it's strange considering 2 rock songs I've already covered ended up being the sort of my bottom 10 positions, but it is what it is. But I do like this one a lot to it to be my 8th place. And to have stripper in the title, well, you can't go wrong, can you? So it is San Marino 3 points, Marina Destant, I think that's how you pronounce it, 3 points. In 7th place, for my 4 points, it is Spain. As much as this has been given a rating like anything from other communities, like this has been loved galore, 12 points left, right and centre. This for me is, while very good number, let's face it, it's stuff we have heard before. But dare I say, Chanel does this very well in almost sort of OTT kind of sexualized style of this particular genre of music. And then it's in Spanish, so to have this sort of thing in Spanish is like, well, a bit different, and she will certainly be unique come on the night, that's for sure. It's enough for me to sort of wiggle my hips going boom, 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 and a pa, 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 pa. And now she can perform very well, so, you know, what else is there not to like? So it is 7th place is Spain, so 4 points to Spain. España, 4 points. In 6th place and just missing out on the top 5, or my personal top 5, with 5 points it is Random Cowboy, Estonia. But it's not just the fact it's a cowboy song, which does make it quite different from the rest, or country and western style. It's the fact it's got extra connotations to it, in the fact that now it's more than ever been emphasised and used because of the current circumstances going on in Ukraine. Like we all hope at the end of the day, and this as a result elevates it even more. It might have squeezed in the top 5, but there are better ones, so, well, for me there are personally better ones, although one of them is a sort of understandable better one, if you know what I'm saying. But nevertheless, I hope Estonia does really well, and for now, you get my 5 points, Estonia. L'Estonie, 4 points, 5 points, my apologies, excusez-moi. So, on to my top 5 points. My 6 points goes to... Oh, fingers crossed we do well this year, and I really do hope, fingers crossed, we do really well this year. It is, of course, La Royaume-Uni, United Kingdom. Yeah, there's so many fingers, toes, knees, and everything else crossing me right now that we do well this year, because we badly need this. It is actually a very decent entry. Sam Ryder is vocally on point. Just one thing we need to do. There's just one thing we need to do in order to crack it. Nail that staging, because by God almighty, we have had awful staging over the past 5-6 years, including that of 2017, it has to be said. We've got the vocals, we've got a relatively good song actually for people to listen to this time around. I know I kind of said the same thing last year in terms of its boppiness, but the staging let it down, come on now. Just gotta nail the staging, and we're quids in for at least, I would say, a top 10. Fingers crossed, but for now, United Kingdom in terms of its listenable style and everything else that goes around with it, and its fantastic vocals for Sam Ryder, if perhaps he does look like a Viking or Jesus Christ for that matter. It is United Kingdom 6 points, Le Royaume-Uni 6 points. In my 4th best position, just missing out on the top 3, with 7 points, it is the hosts, Italy. Just the mere sound of the pair of them, to going as high like that with the soft stars of this, has to be said, a nice beautiful ballad, but also really kicks into your teeth in the bridge part, where it sort of surprises you with all the doo-doo-doo and all the rest of it. And then just the pure brilliant performance duet of both Blanco and Mahmood. Like, you can't go wrong, can you? Italy will do well once again, that is for sure this year. Dare I say it's the first time in a long time we've had a host country actually doing really well, for a change. I mean, honestly, I can't see us past going top 5. I would say at least top 5, the way things are going. But it is a personal taste where I only give it 7 points. So yep, for now, Italy 7 points, l'Italie 7 points. So then, on to the top 3. Well, I think you know which countries are left. If you've watched all of my previous series, go and check that out, of course, or all of my previous videos. But what is my top 3? Specifically, what order they are in. So for my 8 points, and my 3rd best country this year, get out the wolves and those bananas, it's Norway. This is so stupidly brilliant. Like, okay, there's a lot of rumours as to suggesting who they particularly are. Like, for example, it could be the same people who did that Fox thing, What Does the Fox Say kind of thing. If I'm comparing that to this, What Does the Fox Say was a little bit more stupid than I thought. I thought that was just not worth that much of a listen to personally. But with this one, it's just so quintessentially Eurovision. You've got to hand it to Norway for at least trying something like this. And effectively, they did something quintessentially Eurovision last year with all that angel and, you know, devils and stuff like that last year with fallen angels and that. So this year, they've got even more Eurovision berserkiness, and this will absolutely be Eurovision quiche. It will do very well and is in my top 3 as a result. That's one of my favourite lines from that is, I want your grandma, yum yum. Like, you saw my reaction to that. I laughed the pants off of that part. But this time I kind of laughed with it, not at it, because it is so great. Like, the pair of them are just so brilliant. Plus, they never really speak in interviews, just sort of like give someone else sort of mind control, if you haven't noticed. No one knows what they're going to be like on the night, but I am looking forward to it. So for now, it is Norway 8 points, La Norvège 8 points. So what are my top 2? Well, you know what they are, but what order they are in? Well, without any further ado, I'm just going to simply go straight into what my number 1 is. I'll explain why later, because I'll be explaining number 2 first. For my first one, that I will explain. Well, I'll give it to you now. So, my top song this year, my 12 points for 2012 for the Eurovision Song Contest, my personal choice, don't forget, is Finland! It's probably not a huge surprise, but I will come to Finland a bit more in a minute, because my 10 points go to Sweden, like a surprise. As soon as I first heard this on Melodifestivalen, and I'm like, that will do really well regardless. I mean, the song itself I was captivated by. Her vocals were so unique that they were practically on point regardless, even through on a studio. You would hear this, or on a, thingy devices, or on radio and stuff like that. So regardless, her vocals were so unique and on point, with the raspiness and everything. It almost took you back to her old days of Bonnie Tyler kind of thing. And the song itself is, the subject matter is so unique compared to the rest of the competition. Dare I say, we're heading back to Sweden in 2023 at this rate. And I wouldn't mind this whatsoever if it did win, like, if it means getting Petra Mede to host again, why not? Yeah, it is my 10 points, so I'll just say for now, Sweden 10 points, La Suède 10 points, because Finland is my top, for obvious reasons. Like, it's a rock song, the Rasmus are a legendary rock band, and they've come up with possibly one of the most simplest ballady rock songs, or power ballad rock songs you could ever imagine. And they nailed it. Like, in my opinion, they absolutely nailed it. When I first heard it, I wanted to jump up and down like anything, and I'm going to do that on Eurovision night when it kicks off second semi-final. Like, I'm going to absolutely love it, because the second semi-final is here. Like, it'd be just amazing to see at that open second semi-final. They will perform it well. They'll no doubt have brilliant staging like they did in the national final. So yeah, that is my top. I have said that Finland is my best song for Eurovision 2022. So, it is Finland 12 points. La Finlande 12 points. And that will do that. That is my personal choice for Eurovision 2022. But never mind what I think. Please do let me know what you think of it all in the comments below. Do you agree with me on what what my particular personal best choice was, or do you disagree with me? If your favourite was then please do let me know in the comments below. And who you were cheering for? Is it Finland, Norway, United Kingdom, Spain, Portugal, I think is amongst the favourites as well, Albania, blah blah blah. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it all. Otherwise, you know the drill by now. Smash a like button as good as hard as you can if you did like this video. Subscribe for more of my Eurovision juicy goodness if you are very new to the channel, and be fantastic for your subscription. Thank you so much. And of course, ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos if you already subscribed. Thank you ever so much once again. Don't know what videos I'm going to be making in the future, but I will be making more live streams at some point. But anyways, I will see you in the next one regardless. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.